Dr. Prashant Kakode lærður skurðlæknir en hefur auk þess stundað og kennt Raja-jóga hugleiðslu í yfir 30 ár. Hugmyndir hans samspil vitundar og heilsu hafa vakið athygli víða heim og í kvöld verður hann með fyrirlestur í Lótusnum á Akureyri.
Begin by telling me sort of when and why you first became interested and started working with this spiritual way of healing alongside being a surgeon.
When we look at the subject of health, in the last 40 years, so much investment has taken place to improve our health, so much research, and we find that we have more illnesses now, and things we were able to treat in the past, we cannot treat them easily. Illness is increasing worldwide. They have changed the form, but we need more doctors today and more hospitals. This is what makes the whole medical institution question what is the deeper reason behind this. And the spiritual insights gives us a real answer. What is the real cause of illness and why we do get ill and how we can prevent illness.
And so if you try to explain in a few words sort of your philosophy and the way you see illnesses and these underlying causes.
One simple and our common sense observation. Pain comes to give us a message. If I sit in the wrong posture, there is a pain. Just telling me change the posture. And if I sit in a right posture, there is no reason for pain. Same thing happens to all the complex pains. If there is a migraine, it is giving me a message. Maybe my diet is wrong, my lifestyle is wrong. And the same thing applies to all the complex illnesses. They are giving me a message that something is wrong, my inner posture is wrong. Maybe my thinking, deeper attitudes, they are wrong. And if posture is wrong, attitudes are wrong, I have to change them, I have to understand them. Ordinarily, what the medical institution is doing, if there is a pain, they come out with a clever pill, clever medications or operation to stop that pain. But the deeper cause remains untouched. And that is one reason why illness comes back again, and it comes in a new form.
A lot of people now in the 21st century are perhaps on sort of autopilot and not aware of their inner posture.
Yes.
How can we, in your opinion, become more aware of that?
Yeah, we all need to create at least some time for ourselves. And this is where the meditation comes in. Just creating time to come back to me, rather than just going out, and then it is unending. You are in a race for getting something and more, and we do not create time to see what we already got. This is where the spirituality comes in. It helps us to see what we already got. And once we discover what we already got, my attitude towards the outer world is more healthy.
Mm. And the means that you use to get in contact with your inner self, is that through meditation, through yoga and such?
This is right. And one simple principle anyone can start playing with. We are guests on this planet. Just like I'm a guest in this building. And then I have a right attitude towards this building. I don't become possessive, I don't have fear of losing anything. You are very much involved, but you are free. In the same way, we are guests on this planet. To reflect on this, what it means to be a guest on this planet, guest in this body, and that I truly don't need to own anything, I can't own anything. Mm. And then you realize you don't lose anything. Creates a deep sense of peace, deep sense of security, freedom. This is a starting position. Because once you discover that inner peace, that leads to many other higher experiences.
And what about the Western Medical Society? You're a surgeon. Do you feel that the Western Medical Society is open to an alternative way of thinking, such as this?
Yes, I was mentioning in another gathering last month we had some events in USA and some medical schools, and I was very pleased to see that younger students choose medical schools where they have alternative programs, where they introduce spiritual medicine and new thinking. And because this is the trend, medical schools all over USA are competing to introduce this on their curriculum. And the pressure is coming from the younger students and the new generation. That is a very positive trend.
And for the general doctor, the GP, for example, is there a way for them to easily integrate or to use this ideology in their everyday work with patients?
Yes, most of the institutions, health institutions now are realizing that creating that little time where they prevent the problems, that brings so much return, and then they don't have to spend 10 times more time to cure the patients. So once that understanding is there, many health units, they introduce educational programs. And this is like a simple thing. You teach patients a skill where they are able to create peace in themselves, where they are learning to relax, where they learn their lifestyle that is healthy, where their diet is right. Little education, and that prevents problems.
Western medication compared to a spiritual way of healing, one cannot replace the other, obviously, but these two can work well together, in your opinion?
It is. They complement each other. Even otherwise, in a medical institution, doctors are meant traditionally as also philosophers. The patients expect doctors not just to give medication, but also have deeper insight about life and about death and about our existence beyond. And doctors take decisions about euthanasia, about birth and abortions, and about guide the relations of the patients. So very, very necessary for doctors to have a broader spiritual insight about life.
Can you then prevent all illnesses?
In theory, this tells us we can definitely reduce lots of our health problems at an immediate level. But more we work at a deeper level, this has repercussions at many levels, and it will create a healthy society.
At last, you have a lecture here in Akureyri tonight.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about the topic that you'll be talking about there?
The subject today is mystery and magic. It sort of touches the subject of that, paranormal research that is going on in the world, and phenomena that normally in our mainline science was not able to study, but now there are scientists who are trying to understand this subject. That is more of a magic for us, and it is a mystery in our science books and ordinary medical books. And we are trying to understand how we can apply this knowledge in our lives. Our lives are full of magic and mystery, and how we can use this magic to create something that is beautiful for the future.